go. Okay, so we got some Ana gameplay on Havana defense. This is on this current patch where it's a lot of Zarya Hog. First thing I like to look at is your team comp. You have a Mercy and you don't have an Ashe. Which means this Mercy might stick around the Widow a lot, which means this ball's gonna be doing their own thing. You don't have a shield in front of you. So your Ana playstyle right here without a shield and the ball running around will actually be playing closer to walls because they also have an enemy Widow. Yeah, it's a bit dangerous. Playing Ana in this meta without a shield, you have to approach her positioning differently. So where you are, you either play based off of this wall or probably this wall to start. And then once the payload like rounds this corner, you kind of want to rotate using, what the hell do you call this? Is this like a subway thing? Oh, this is like a food stand. I don't know. You kind of play around here and then you back up relative to like where your team is. And then if the payload starts moving here, you got to keep dynamically moving, backing up, hugging either right or hugging left. Take a booth, newsstand. Yeah, we'll guess the rank of this gameplay at the end of it. This is how we normally do it. So you guys can get an impression on how it goes. But that's just a general thought process that goes in my head when I start playing Ana, depending on the team comp. So it looks like you kind of had the right idea. Let's see what you do first. Nice, you already... First thing I noticed, you know how to quick scope. Nice. So here, I would just stay scoped in, focus...
Bring back 250k reward.
Bring it back. I don't know what to do for 250k. But thank you, Tense, for the 9 months, man. Appreciate ya. Thank you so much. Much love. Thank you. All right. So a lot of people also ask me on Ana, hey, when do you stay fully scoped in? When do you quick scope? When do you unscope? In a moment like this, where it's a Genji with like, if you have a high mobility teammate, and this is like relatively close, but far enough where I would probably either quick scope or just fully scope this guy. And you only really want to fully scope when you know you're safe, which is why, like, if I were to I would probably quick scope this Genji while simultaneously moving to the left of this ticket booth, and then just stay scoped and heal him there. Your Widow's actually playing here, which is a bit more dangerous, so you don't really want to stay scoped in for too long. If your Widow was playing here and controlling the Widow sight lines, then you could probably be a bit more safe doing this. But because your Widow is playing this angle, there's no guaranteeing how far the enemy Widow will peek. Obviously, we have like X-ray vision on replay and we know she's here, but based off of the information, that's what Overwatch is. You respond to what's given to you dynamically. And these are the things that are like firing and clicking in my head and the things that I think about like really quickly, but I'm just verbalizing them to you. So hopefully, like, you know, it'll like, you know, the information will start naturally occurring in your heads too. Okay, enough of me talking. Let's actually watch how this is played out. So only thing I wanted to say there is I probably would have like fully scoped him there. I know you wanted to nade in conjunction with your ball slam, so I'm actually okay with that. Even though the Ryan put the shield up, you kind of gamble and hope he doesn't put his shield up, but any decent run would. Okay. Could just stay scoped in. Alright, calling for heals. Okay, you're reloading too often there. Okay. I notice you're quick scoping a lot when it's actually not necessary. When a lot of people first learn a quick scope, they're like, oh my god, I know how to quick scope. I'm gonna do it every time. But I really think in those moments you probably could have just had higher APM and just consistently pocketed your team by just staying scoped in around that corner instead of like waiting, just doing one quick scope, just chilling, a little quick scope, chilling, a little quick scope. Like the fight wasn't, you're safe enough to just stay scoped in there and just do it. So I probably would have done that to make sure your team was fully healthy. Nice sleep there. So I would actually start rotating to the left. I like how you're doing it. This is where, like, if you're backing up, this is where quick scoping is powerful. That's okay. You're kind of screwed here. Right? Like over here. That's a quick scope.
My dad comes home tomorrow. he is COVID free.
Oh, nice. Good to hear, man. Good to hear. That's actually huge. Okay, you come out. The soldier has control. You kind of have to just ignore him and go help your team. You want to build that nano ASAP. See if you can nano the Genji. Ah, a little too late here. Now you just gotta run. Okay, next fight. Come out. Okay, your Genji got some space here. You can stay scoped in. You have sight. You have Widow walls, so you know where everybody is. Focus on hitting those shots. That's okay. Your team cleaned up. You're probably typing to your team, but I would say move up here. But that's fine. Yeah, I think you're just typing or fixing some settings. All right. Nice.
My ultimate is ready.
Keep your eyes peeled there. Cheeky sleep. Maybe. I mean, I probably would have done the same just because maybe their Ryan's not paying attention and he accidentally like doesn't put his shield up. I would do that less and less the higher you climb because like any half decent Ryan as you climb would never put the shield down like that. Okay, so you nanoed, you naded the Transcendence, you're good. That soldier's still flanking. You naded yourself instinctively, that's good. Call it out to your team. You fully see him. Wait, you guys have walls right now. Nice time sleep. There you go. Call it to your team. They see him. You're good. Put a shot in. He's dead. Okay, so far so good.
I will keep you here.
Good timing. Here's where I would just nade yourself. Fuck it. The team isn't fighting. I know you're gonna call your Mercy to heal. Alright, whatever. She got you. Alright, stay here. You see 3 or 4 here. Try to see if you can look for a nade. Don't peek for too long. Ah. So you got shot. So like in that instance when you know, I think your team is calling that they're all coming that way. It seemed like you were all aware of that. Like other than looking for a cheeky nade, you don't want to stay scoped in here too long because from their perspective you expose a lot of your body here. If anything, like you can also like jiggle peek this really quickly before they're able to respond to you, but you can't do it multiple times. If you do it and they already look at you, you probably might not want to do it again because you can get punished. But nice sleep. Yeah, that was a good sleep. How did I watch it calmly? I mean, he had walls and you just saw him moving in one straight line, so you just time it. It was a good sleep. Okay. You're dropping. You're actually exposing yourself to a shatter here, but your ball initiated at the right time. Yeah, just be careful of shatter, but you can just pretty much stay scoped in this fight. I think you're looking for someone to shoot. You could go for a cheeky sleep there to stop the Baptiste. I actually agree with this. Now you're rotating back because of the bat ball. That's pretty good. I think you approached that fine. You hear a visor, but you're playing like completely scared. Now this is where I would disagree with how you approach this fight. I know you hear visor, and you guys are up 2 kills and he visored, and you know you killed your Zarya, and then you kind of like have to pay attention to what's going on around you. If you see like a death right there, you know he's probably up top. I probably actually would have came up these stairs and like jiggled and just like checked. Because I know like if he killed the Zarya here, he has to be around here. Obviously, if I expose myself too much, I'd die, but I'd check, see if I can contribute like a shot or 2 onto that soldier to help my team deal with him. You take little like where is he? Like if I was up the stairs, you might have been able to put a shot into him. 140 HP soldier or 130 HP soldier is much easier to deal with than a 200 HP soldier. Every little thing you can do on Ana will always help your team.
I'm feeling young again. You're going to be okay.
Okay, that soldier's shooting you. You're just gonna sit here pocketing unscoped shots, nade yourself. Hey, so far so good. He's gonna get the mega, so you're fine. Animation cancel that next time. I know you saw this brig right here. Mechanical thing is when you see a target and you just want to go for a sleep, maybe to like make a play, just do a quick scope into sleep or something. You have an opportunity to shoot sleep this instead of just sleep. Because every single ability on Ana can be animation canceled after a shot. So you see that a lot where you quick scope or just shoot sleep, shoot nade, you know, shoot nano. Or if you reload, you can also animation cancel your ability at the end of your reload. Like Ana has a lot of like little APM things you can do, but putting a shot into sleep is a really good habit to get into because it can totally be the difference between killing a 200 HP hero or not. Let's say she doesn't have armor. Let's say she's a soldier. If you do a shot sleep, like they're dead because you just like shoot nade as soon as they're stuck in the sleep and they're actually dead. It makes a big difference. So I would have APM'd that by shoot sleeping cancel. This is where I consider nanoing too, because their Ryan's engaging here. Check their thing. You didn't even have to heal that. You shouldn't be nanoing him right now. He has blade. Okay, that was a really late trigger. Unless like he's your duo partner and there's no communication going. That nano blade needs to happen earlier. If it happened earlier, it might have saved like 3 of your teammates. Wait, did you have nano when you were healing him here? Yeah, this Genji. You have nano here. If this Genji comes there, I just nano him, dude. He's at like 5 HP. You don't know whether an enemy's gonna shoot him. This should be an instant nano right there, regardless if he has blade or not. Like, if you kind of have like some sort of game sense, you kind of have an idea of when he's close anyways. Even if I never pressed tab, I would have assumed he was at like 80%. He called not to. What on earth? Why? I mean, okay. I understand if you want to listen. Sometimes you like listen to what your teammates in the calls, but like instinctively, I think the better choice would have still been to nano him. He just doesn't want to get kills on his blade. I understand. He's the selfless Genji. That's a surprise. I've never heard a Genji say, "Don't nano me." They're always just like, nano me now."
You're powered up. Get in there.
Okay.
I will keep you here.
You guys won the team fight at the end of it all. Looks like she's just gonna get the health pack.
No one can hide from my sight.
Go. I'll
Nice.
keep you here.
All things considered, you guys still won the fight, so it's fine. You guys have walls here. This is where you can use those walls to your advantage and go for a cheeky sleep like you did earlier. I see you tried to. Not bad. I don't like that angle. I probably would have done it like here. A much higher chance of hitting. Because there you have to guess for them walking out through that door, but here you guaranteed to like probably hit it. Sometimes that's like a playmaking thing. If you get that early sleep, you can like burst them down before they even like regroup. So I'm okay with that. It was a right idea. Maybe a different spot next time. Oh, you gotta run. Getting pocketed. Perfect. Shot sleep again. Animation cancel. Same idea. Gotta get that into gotta build that muscle memory to do that. Shot sleep. Shot nade. Faster on the nade next time. Although he probably still would have killed you, like that should be an instant shot nade. For sure. So a little bit of mechanical things. Your quick scopes are good though. So far, what I've seen, quick scopes are great. I think you need to like probably balance out using your other forms of aiming instead of just relying. You've been quick scoping like over 50% of this game. And I know you know how to do it, but there's definitely a time and place for it. Ana is a balance of all 3 unscoped, fully scoped, and quick scopes. And you're kind of leaning too much on one when it's like suboptimal. Like unscoped here is perfectly fine. That's actually good so far. Nice. I think you're kind of dead here. Number 2 is those animation cancels between shot, nade, shot, sleeps. Be a big part in converting kills. Nice. Yeah, I'll show you guys in a training range after this. This is where I would just sit and just focus on DPSing until like that ultimate comes out. Dragon becomes you. So you're shooting him, you're looking here, you see a tracer, you see a ball. I would pick one or the other. Then you kind of just looked up, looked down, you're like, huh? I would just focus on DPSing there. It seems like most of your team is healthy and your Mercy's down there healing. And you got some kills on the kill feed. You have advantages, so just focus on bursting right now. Or focus on healing. There's a bubble there, you focus on healing there. Put a shot there, nice, they're dead. Target prioritization. A little bit okay, a little bit iffy there, but Another takeaway that I've noticed is like sometimes I feel like you're a bit confused on what to do. You're a bit lost. You're like, oh, should I see someone? Oh, I think I'm supposed to nade, but it's not like instantaneous reaction yet. Like there, a shot sleep. Alright, here you're just getting spawn camped. You're just gonna concede your death. What do you got here?
You're going to be okay.
You're not an anime, so you're learning. Hey, that's what we're here for. That's why I got you. Those are the things I picked apart. Now you know for next time. So that'll be a big improvement to your kind of fluidity on the hero once you play it next time after this review. Position wise, like I know you saw the widow and you're turning your back to her, but like you're turning your back to her while running into her. This is where like with this payload and your teammates fighting there, you either hug this corner or use the payload as cover and kind of just like jiggle peek there if needed. I don't like this positioning. I think you were trying for a sleep here. And just play around here. You can even, rotating here is okay too. I do that sometimes, but you have to be wary of how your team responds to him. I think you're at a numbers disadvantage. This is where I'd retreat right now. Walk into that room. Run, run, run. Oh my god, you lived. Oh. I think in higher ranks you probably would have died immediately, but like a minute you see 3 your teammates there and only your Zarya here, and there's like 5 there, you know your Zarya is gonna get run over. So this is where I'd like run into here. It's all dynamic when you play support. You put the play so much more relative. I mean, I guess every role you play relative to where your team plays, but it's a lot more noticeable on Ana. Hey, exactly what you did right there. Quick scope into nade is what I want to see more often. That's the animation cancel I was talking about. That was good. You can't sleep him, so just LOS it right now. Just nano boost him for tempo here. I don't care if he has blade or not. Oh, he does have blade. Alright. You can do it here now too. Whenever he's ready. I guess you're waiting for his call. Oh, yeah. Oh, nice try. Next. Oh, you're trying to go for that sleep. That was nice. You guys know about that? There's a little tiny gap right there in which anybody standing here can actually get slept. I like that's cheeky, man. That's cheeky. That's actually one of my Zen secondary fire orb spots. Whenever I come out on Zen, I don't actually shoot it from this far. But when I'm playing Zen and I'm down in here, I'll sometimes charge my secondary fire and fire it like right there or right there. Cheeky. Cheeky, cheeky.
No one can hide from my sight.
Okay, nade comes down. Alright. Big nade coming up. 3. Wait for the Diva Matrix. Nice. You did get one. Zarya was kind of in the way. It's fine. Try to heal your Mercy there. Running around circles. Alright, just pocket your Zarya. Zarya's full. I think she's dead. Yeah, this is pretty much the end of the VOD, right? Yeah, this game's over after this. Okay. Takeaway points, like I said, get that fluidity on the animation cancels. Positioning, seems like you have the right idea, but you're a little slow on like responding to stuff. There's like missed opportunities where like, okay, there's this happening. You could just like shoot this guy a little bit, shot nade, shot sleep or whatever. I think you could be a bit more aggressive DPS wise. And you got to learn to like balance the other play styles because you're quick scoping a lot more than you need to be. There's situations where I would probably just like play in a safer position out of sight line, just stay scoped in just to keep the healing output, especially if your team is critical and they really need the healing. It's more important or more pronounced. So probably an understanding of when to use unscoped shots, which again would be really close targets, mostly tanks, but sometimes relatively close. Go for the unscope, fully scope when team fights are happening and you know you're relatively safe, and then quick scope to like kind of maneuver and change positions You want to quick scope, or you're trying to quick scope to hit the really fast moving targets on your team. And if you're dodging enemies, you probably have to like quick scope as well. If you're getting actively shot at, gotta balance that out. Quick scope, reposition, get safe. That's basically the usages of all three in general. There's always different like exceptions to the rules. Anyways, chat, what do you think that SR was? We can guess right now, and then let me show you what I mean by all the animation cancels.
Never stop
Diamond
fighting
plat?
for what you believe in.
Like, I thought that was pretty good. Mechanically, like, you're pretty sound. It's just like a balance between all three. I would actually say that was like close to diamond as well, if not diamond. Like, you got the fundamentals. Mid diamond, diamond, 3,300. All right. Brig. Let me know what your rank was. Have a good day. All right, take care, lady. Lady Dits, thanks again for your support. 3.4K is the answer. Good guess, chat. Like, you guys seem to be pretty good at it. 3.4. That's what I thought too. So this is what I meant. Once you get the hang of like converting, I think you could be a bit more aggressive with the DPS. Once you get used to the whole like, oh, I see a target, sometimes you just went straight for the sleep. Now they're still at 200 HP. Now if you shoot nade or whatever, and like they're like, I don't know, a Genji, he can just deflect and then dash out. But that's why you want to get into the habit of like, oh, I see a target, I just want to quick scope sleep.
Feeling sleepy?
Now they're low, now I can just do this and then they're just dead. Because every shot, in between each shot, you can fully animation cancel. I do a quick scope as an example. You could do it with anything. Like, if I see a target,
This will only hurt for a minute.
like shoot nade, shoot sleep, instantly. It's kind of like the Roadhog trick where you want to shoot before you hook, because you can instantly cancel it with the hook. It's like, it's so much better to do it like that. Oh, I just missed that shot. And also the nade thing is like bugged here.
It's quiet time.
And that's how 200 HP heroes die across the map.